So next in this part, we are finally talking about making of the Indian Constitution. So to draft or to formulate the Indian Constitution, firstly there was the election for the Constituent Assembly. What is Constituent Assembly? Constituent Assembly is basically a group of elected representative elected by our people of the country who were responsible or who assigned the duty to formulate the constitution, right? यानी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बनाने के लिए एक ग्रुप इलेक्ट किया गया और उस ग्रुप का प्रॉपर इलेक्शन के थ्रू से चूज किया गया. दैट ग्रुप is known as Constituent Assembly. Right? So first there was election for the Constituent Assembly, and the Constituent Assembly then formulate the constitution. So it is an assembly of people's representative that write a constitution for a country. That is Constituent Assembly. So that election was held in July 1946. Means already I told you in the last part that first effort, in which year the first efforts were held? Remember, that was in 1928. यानी सबसे पहले एफर्ट कब हुआ था? That was in 1928 by Motilal Nehru and 8 other Congress leaders, and was continued but not proved very successful. Then finally a proper method, a legal method was initiated, and first of all a Constituent Assembly was elected for that, and then that assembly was held in July 1946. First meeting, and after this assembly, the first meeting held in December 1946, जो पहली मीटिंग उनकी हुई. डॉक्टर राजेंद्र प्रसाद इलेक्टेड एज अ प्रेसिडेंट. डॉक्टर भीमराव अंबेडकर इज नोन एज अ फादर ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, अपॉइंटेड एज अ चेयरमैन. And finally, after the formation and completion, this constitution was adopted on November 26, 1949. And finally it came into force on January 26, 1950. So that January 1950, which we celebrate as the Republic Day. Okay, don't forget, these are the two things. Adoption was on 26 November 1949 and it came into force on 26 January 1950. Adopted means now it was decided that now it's completed. For the continuous 3 years, 2 years, 11 months, 18 days, nearly 3 years. So for the 3 years, they meet approx 114 days. In a formal way, 114 days they meet or had a proper discussion, debate over the new provision laws for the betterment of the people. And many amendments were also there. Finally it was decided, जब सारे बन गए तो finally decide किया गया now the proper process, after the completion of the proper process, they finally decided it's okay, now ready for implementation. So that date is given as adopted. ओके यानी जब अडॉप्ट कर लिया गया, फाइनल हो गया, पूरा हो गया, उन्होंने रिवाइज कर लिया, चेक कर लिया, तो वो अडॉप्शन हुआ 26 नवंबर 1949. एंड देन आफ्टर अ प्रॉपर सेरेमोनियल मैनर और द प्रॉपर डेट वाज डिसाइडेड फॉर द सेरेमनी ऑफ दिस इम्प्लीमेंटेशन. सो फाइनली दैट केम इनटू फोर्स ऑन 26 जनवरी 1950. ओके. Now this constitution was formulated under very difficult circumstances. When already that time freedom struggle was going on. Later on there was a great conflict between Muslim and Hindus. Muslims demanded for a separate nation state. So there was a division or a process of the division demand of the Pakistan as a separate nation was also initiated. So one side already a freedom fight was going on. एक तरफ तो freedom fight चल ही रहा है. Another side so many other problems were also going on. So what were these difficult circumstances under which Constitution of India was drawn up? This is also an important 5-mark question. Okay. So I try to make the points also so it will be easier to learn or you will be able to get to the point answer. So giving you main points, you can explain later. So first such circumstances, difficult condition, that was the main is partition on the basis of religious differences. So there was the struggle for the partition between India and Pakistan, and that partition was regarding or on the basis of the religious differences, because they were not ready to accommodate their religious identity. They were thinking their ideas, their culture, or their rituals were very different from each other, and Muslim thought that they were not equally treated here. So they demanded better is to have a separate nation state. So in this way there was the partition between India and Pakistan. Secondly, at least 10 lakhs people were killed on border. So for this struggle continuously on the border, continuous fight was going on, and approximately more than 10 lakhs of people were killed in this process. That was also a critical situation. Third is the problem of princely state. Princely state means that during the British power, many of the areas were owned by the British government, and they got power or authority over many areas, but still they were as the provinces. Later still so many small nawabs were also working under the British, who easily adopted their authority also. So some princely state problem was also going on, यानी अभी भी कुछ princely state करके काम कर रहे थे. So how they could be merged as a nation state, that was a problem in front of the Constituent Assembly. उनको कैसे manage किया जाए. Next is to accommodate the diversity of India. We know that India is a very diverse country. Now suppose if any country is having a similar type of population, I mean same religion, okay, एक ही रिलीजियस कम्युनिटी है तो उसको एकोमोडेट करना इजी है, एक साथ उनके लिए रूल रेगुलेशन बनाना इजी हो जाता है. फॉर एग्जांपल सपोज इफ आई एम टेकिंग same single class, only the same age group in a single class, then it is easier to control them and to teach them. But suppose if I am getting a different 3-4 categories, some are 8 years, some are 10 years old, some are the 12 years old, some are the 11 years old, belonging to the different age group and surely to the different level of classes. So can it be easier for me to manage all them in a same manner? Of course not, right? So similarly, that India is also a very diverse country, and accommodation of such a diversity is really a difficult task, because 8 religions are practiced here in India. More than 1600 languages are spoken by the people. So how it could be managed? So it was a difficult task in front of the Constituent Assembly. So that was also a very difficult circumstances. Such type of condition was also very critical condition. Language problem and secure future. Surely, which language, how they could choose the language as the national language. So it was a problem in front of them, and they were not, people of the country were also not feeling very secure. They were not known about the future, because already last 200 years they were under the control of British power and suffering a lot, lived a very pathetic condition. So still they were very fearful, very afraid about their future. They never thought about that such a successful condition after the Constitution. So these were the some difficult circumstances under which finally our Constitution was completed and adopted and came into force in 26 January 1950. Right? The Part 2 Constitution. Now if I talk about the Part 2 Constitution, यानी वो process कैसे start हुआ, कहाँ से. So in short, I have written some of the major points relating to this chapter. It will be easier to assess or to you can say understand and to learn the whole chapter under some short points. So the path of the Constitution. First, when I talk about, already in short I talked to you the process, Constitution, need, etc. Now that path to Constitution was initiated with first time in 1928. First time Motilal Nehru with the 8 other Congress leaders, they shown their efforts and drafted the Constitution with some of the basic features. In 1931, resolution at Karachi session of Indian National Congress about the constitutional framework, which included some basic principle. What were those basic principle? Or you may have a 3-mark question also here. Okay, what the 3-mark question? What the basic features or the basic principles were adopted during the 1928 drafting constitution? Okay, so these three were: number one, first principle was adopted, universal adult franchise; second was right to freedom; and third was protect minorities. So these three basic principles were adopted very early. ये तभी adopt कर लिए गए थे और बाद में भी फिर उनको carry किया गया. At present we are also having these in our constitution. Then in 1937, elections were not fully democratic, but experience of Indians in the legislative institutions provided useful and adopted the details from the Government Act 1935. Anyhow, that whatever the process, election hua in 1937, election was also again there in the country, but that were not fully democratic. Why not democratic? Because Indians were not having equal voting right. Even earlier, very limited people who were working for the Britishers, only those were very few of given the voting rights. So still people were not getting equal voting right. But anyhow, it provided very useful and very helpful. It was very helpful also, mainly to get experiences those who were working with the legislative institution in the British power or the British government. So they get some of the details also from the Government Act 1935. वहाँ से उन्होंने कुछ informations और detail collect की, and it was really very helpful to formulate our own method or constitution for the future. Like which type of information, कौन कौन सी information ली जिससे उनको help मिली? So it included information about firstly like separation of power. What the separation of power? आपको पढ़ाया था separation of power यानी legislature, executive and judiciary. How they work? They learn it. They learn about the autonomy of the provinces. They learn and got the ideas about the separate electorates. They learn about the federal court system. They learn about the direct elections and establish service commission, etc. So all this process or information about all these they got from the Government Act 1935. ये information उन्होंने कहाँ से ली? Through the Government Act 1935 के through ये information सारी collect करी. Then it proved very helpful for the country in setting up in its own constitution. Constituent Assembly then in July 1946 was elected, and then first meeting it was in 1946. Formally they meet 114 days. Anyhow, we learned that it completed, it took 2 years, 11 months, 18 days, means nearly 3 years for its completion. But formal manner में जो proper meetings हुई वो कितने बार हुई लगातार, तो उन days को हम जब count करते हैं तो वो total days कितने थे? That they meet approx 114 days. So total 299 members were there also who wrote constitution. 26 November 1949 it was adopted, and 26 January 1950 it came into force, which we celebrate as a Republic Day. So in this way that process was completed, and with the great efforts of leaders, many leaders worked under here. You have given the pictures, photos and names also mentioned in your book, and you remember that the Gandhiji's name is also shown there. But Gandhiji was not the member of Constituent Assembly. Okay, his vision was adopted in the Constitution. उनका बस vision लिया गया था, but वो member नहीं थे उसके. Right? His vision was where he talked about the equality for all the people in the country. In his Young India, अपने Young India में उन्होंने जो लिखा था that every person in the country should be treated equally, that vision was included, and so many some other ideas of the equality, liberty, like such ideas were also adopted. So his philosophy they tried to adopt or tried to base of the formulation of the constitution, but don't think that he is the member of the Constituent Assembly. So in this way that proper constitution process was completed within the period of approx 3 years, and finally we got our Indian Constitution, right?